Well, hello there. Thank you for joining us here at Coolest Life. My name is Tony. I'm here at San Benito Lodge number 211. That's right, this building right here in downtown Holister, I believe it is. So Holister was established in 1872. I know that because it's written on the sign over there. This building has been here since 1906, and they actually own everything that you see in yellow here, which is this whole building, and then it goes back that way about half a block. So they rent out spaces down here, so it's a great income source. I highly encourage lodges to do that, as long as they've got an elevator or some way to get brothers who can't walk very well upstairs. I think this lodge does. So we're going inside, and you actually enter. There's a gun shop right over here. I have to go in there. Actually, one of the brothers actually owns it, and there's a doorway right over in there. I'm gonna go in. We're gonna go upstairs and take a look at this lodge. So come on with us. And I want to say one other thing before I say that. Go ahead and join this channel. You can get these videos early, because you're probably seeing this about a week or two late, where you get them instantly as soon as I upload them if you join the channel for $3 whole bucks. Anyway, consider that. So let's go inside, because you've just entered the Coolest Life, Masonic Edition. And we are inside, and you can see there's the railing, as I mentioned before, way to get upstairs. If you don't have an elevator, you definitely need one of those. This building here is like there's a crack there. It could be from the earthquake that has happened here before. But everything's in really good shape. I love the hardwood floors. This is the main hallway here. It's got an old school, don't see that very much, do you? Almost looks like a shoe, doesn't it? It's an old school water fountain. Nice clean kitchen, full kitchen, as most lodges do. Not much on the wall. They looks like they might have just recently painted or something, because there's a ladder in here, but they got a drop ceiling in here. And I mentioned a drop ceiling because where you see these other rooms, this one here is 10. Yeah, this is a painted 10. You don't see a lot of those. They are somewhat common, but there's not a ton of them. Got a pool table here. It's an older style pool table with that cues over there. So they got some military members in that picture there. They're actually downtown, so it overlooks the city streets. There's an old school TV. Boy, that's a tube. Big giant speakers on the side. I can't tell you how long I've been since I've seen one of those. Doubt it's plugged in. It is not. I doubt if it even works. Good Lord. What is this building here? Masonic Home of California. I don't know if the Masonic Home of California is an orphanage, or if it's an old folks home for past members. Some jurisdictions go one way or the other. It's a little dim in here. It has to do with that light there. Maybe it just needs to be cleaned. I don't know. But they got a nice display here. This is a picture of, I believe this is our first master. This lodge was actually established in 1870, is when the lodge was established. It got moved here in 1906. Here's some old setting mauls and some gavels, like some candlesticks. And these they don't use in their meeting rooms. They actually have some scrolls in the corner that I may show you here in a little bit. I like some of the different things. They've got them nicely labeled here as far as what some of these items are. I'll just take you through here. It's like an old safe. So you got San Benito Lodge 211 right across the top of it. Eastern Star chapter they used to have here. Of course, that's their Eastern Star prep room. I've got some older pictures of some past masters, and I missed that. I went past it too fast. It was behind me. So they've got their pictures of their past masters here, and it has been updated. So these are smaller pictures, but they got room for more, that's for sure. So they got 1888 here. So I don't know where he did say some were missing. But I like this up top display here that it's got this. Yeah, it's angled. That's unusual. Let's do the big thing, which is why you are here. Ooh, look at the phone. Old school phone. Next to an old school phone, next to an even older school phone. That's awesome. They've got a couple past grandmasters from this lodge. Here's one here. Most works for Bray. It's from this lodge. And there was another one. I don't know if they have a... yeah, way in Bray, California. Nice. Let's see what this is. Electrical box, okay. Sign-in books, everything there. I didn't see, you can see there's no peephole here, and there's no door knocker on the other side of this door. Let me double check this other one. There's not one there. But let me show you the inside of this lodge room. It is stunning. I mean, it really is. With the mahogany wood and everything matches. And this has got the beehive look to it here. You don't see that a whole lot. This is that light blue we saw in another lot, Palmdale Lodge, I believe. But look at the workmanship here on this wood. And these are 3 separate chairs, whereas the master chair at the other end that we're going to see, he's got one piece. It's got 3 chairs together. I love this old wood here. It is, on this video, it kind of shows it a little lighter than it really is. It's just more of a deep mahogany. It's just, see how much darker this is, just a little bit than this. This whole thing is really this dark. And this part here is even darker. It's more like the chairs. It's a really deep mahogany. I like that. Setting sun over here in the west. Those look good. I don't know if I've ever seen any like pomegranates like that before. Of course, it's celestial globe, not to scale. And in case there's a wayfaring man around here, he might need a ship, so that's why they put that ship up there. Just in case there might be one around here. I would show you, actually, I did say I was going to show you the scrolls. The scrolls are sitting right in that corner there. It looks like the big ones that we saw outside in the lobby inside that cover, so they'll use those. And they'll unroll that when they do, oh, I just turned the light on. They'll unroll these when they do their work. Basically the explanations and stuff like that. They still use them. That's kind of cool. So let's get back in the room here. But just a beautiful room. It really is. There's the terrestrial globe. These do not look like they are on casters. Let me try to move one. These are not on casters, so these stay here the whole time. If they did move them, they would sure need a couple guys because that's girthy. Sometimes you see lodges, this one here will actually be on the other side of the senior ward and be stationed over there. Most lodges I see in jurisdictions, they're all on either side of this door here. So, you know, when you have visitors, they will come this way and walk between the 2 columns. And there's got some age on it. Ooh, you can see that slope in that one. Let me get that in focus just a little bit. There it is. Beautiful piece. Look how big it is. But it's heavy as all get out. There's a seat in the north. Normally it's done for Eastern Star. You wouldn't typically use that in a regular lodge meeting. Kneeling pads, though, we know what those are for. That actually goes away to the kitchen, so you got a side door to the kitchen. I want to show you something unusual about not just this piano, which is nice, but this ballot box. I see this ballot box a lot, this style, this curved style, but not with the handle like this. Normally the handles have got ridges in them, but this is just a nice smooth handle. And also one other thing I noticed, as this is empty, ooh, that's not very soft. It's got a felt in it, but it's not cushiony. But check out this. Typically I see a receptor right here. It's a small one, but this has got a whole big giant hole right there. I don't see very many large holes like that in these boxes. That's a ballot box there. We got the sun. That's a nice picture here. So here's that 3C where the master would sit. So here's the 3C that is all one piece. This whole big piece up here looks like it's all one piece. Looks like it's got a crack in it. Maybe it's from the earthquake too. It's got a little crack right up in there. My guess is it was the earthquake of 1906, I think is what they said. It was a big one in this area. Nice piece there. He got some working tools the other end. He actually have their jewels sit out here. This is their traveling gavel. One that they got from another lodge. It's a nice piece. It took 7 visiting brothers to get that from another lodge, and then they can get it back. I don't know if they've got something that goes around and tells you the rules for it. Normally it's 7 members of a lodge plus a worshipful master, or 5 members of a lodge, and one of them has to be the junior, senior warden, or the master. I like that setting maul. That's a perfect size. I like it. I don't see enough setting mauls. I see a lot of gavels normally. Got the G all lit up. Oh, I want to show you this. I don't see a ton of these. Watch this. See it spinning? And that's going to go off 12 times. Those of you who are Masons know why it's going to go off 12 times. But it's pretty neat. There's their charter there. They don't have their charter in a scroll like we saw at Palmdale Lodge and some other lodges. They don't. Some lodges will put it in a scroll right up here, but they actually have theirs mounted on the wall, which is where I see most jurisdictions will put their charter on the wall just like that, either there or in this location here. I might suggest it to him. That's where they're. You can see this is where their marshal sits. He's got a nice stand here for his baton. And you've got the rough ash, which is actually from Jerusalem. It's from a quarry in Jerusalem. And they got the smooth ashlar there. So they tell me. Okay, so let's look at this one here. Again, the nice workmanship all the way around. It matches the ones in the other the senior and the worshipful master station. Another setting wall. And these are white. Those there are. And let's come look at this light here. I didn't see him. He didn't turn it on for me, but oh no, there it goes. Nice. Looks like Aladdin's lamp kind of. Let's look at this. It's got the same kind of markings, the 3 circles, just like they have up there. This is a big piece. It looks like it opens up from the center. As you can see, it's 3 pieces of wood. They can probably put things inside of it if they wanted to. It is a good looking altar though. Maybe I should take a picture of that, like that one. Let's go look at this. Got the Holy Bible here. Got a Masonic logo on it. We'll see. Definitely newer condition than the last lodge we were at. This talks about Freemasonry up front. San Benito Lodge 238. Oh, I'm sorry, 211. Yeah, so this shows the rock quarry, building King Solomon's temple. Sometimes I see things about presidents, like this one here. It shows a list of Masonic presidents, years they served, what state they were from. And Masonry in the Holy Bible, how it contrasts Order of Eastern Stars here. Normally I'll see something about Scottish Rite. Biblical Index to Freemasonry. It's pretty neat, some of these. People say, well, a couple things. One, understand Masonry is not a religion, but we do demand that a person believe in a higher power in order to be a member. In other words, they can't be an atheist or agnostic. They have to believe in a higher power. Cool. So if you're ever south of San Francisco and north of LA, come on in to San Benito Lodge number 211 here in Holister. It's a good sized little town. They actually have a Target here. Imagine that. But come on down and visit these brothers. I'm sure they'll welcome you like they did me with open arms and allow you to come see their lodge. They still have a restriction against members from Tennessee and Georgia that we cannot sit in lodge with them, but that may change in a few years. You never know. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to let you go. Be sure to like and subscribe because I need to get back out here living the coolest life. Masonic edition.